What is going on, everybody? Craftwork in the house. Alright, Squirrel, let's go ahead and shut that off. Hey, just wanted to give you a little refresher on Crafty's two favorite games, Cornucopias and Outlaw Troopers. Outlaw Troopers is currently in between seasons and is going through a massive upgrade, so more on that later. So excited. It's Saturday. This is when my weekend starts, so I got the next day, 2 days off. Cheers. So yeah, in the new spot, and just wanted to do a quick update on what's going on with Cornucopias. Let's get it. I wanted to get the updates basically. We've got a little bit of notes, and the first thing is the nodes. You need to delegate your nodes if you have any. I'm assuming if you have nodes, you know how to do it, but just in case, I'll go ahead and show you. And you can see currently I have one of my nodes is delegated and one is not. You can see the one that I currently have delegated. Here's the quick stats, right? This is the pool, and this is the fee of that pool. So if you click on it, it'll give you more information about the pool. You can see tasty bacon. Crafty loves bacon. Now, when I get my fiber back up here, I'm on the waiting list. You'll probably see a squirrel node coming soon, so get ready for that. But until then, Crafty is rolling with the bacon. I like the caption, that's pretty cool. So you can scroll down and see the stats. You can see they're online. You can get a little cycle information, success rate, and all of that. But you need to have your node delegated, or you're going to lose your earnings in 2 weeks, gang. So that's the main thing. Main thing is the main thing. Now going back to the front screen, let's go ahead and delegate a node. And I'm always flipping back and forth just to make sure it's mapped over. You can see the stats here. I have one that is not delegated. And so the first thing you can do is see that I've went through and favorited 2 of them. But if you just want to go through, you'll see a list here right off the bat, right? The public pools. It's easier to just click that. Let me see if it shares again. There, now you should see a better list of the public pools. You can type in here if you know the name of it. But you can quickly see they have their own ticker, how long they've been running. A lot of good stats here. The strength of their nodes, their node pool, basically. You can see when the cycles end. You can see the key here as far as the strength of the nodes that they're running. And then you can also add to favorites. You can tailor where you want to be as far as the region. Crafty's on the East Coast. And then you have to see basically if they're full or not. And then check out what their fee is, how long they've been going. We're going to go back. I'm just going to go ahead and select this one right here since it's a favorite, right? Then you click the finalizing agreement. So check out the fine print, gang. You can see what they're doing, what their fee is, why they're setting a fee. Then basically if you agree with it, check it, and then your node is delegated. Bam, it's just that easy. So again, I recommend doing that before the time is up. The other thing I wanted to say is if you click on to the node delegation document right there, it'll open up a tab that's basically going to give you a YouTube video link so you can see the more information about the node delegation and the rewards and all that good stuff. So check that out. I'll probably throw it down in the link if I remember. And yeah, we'll go from there. the nodes. Let's go ahead and shut down some of these screens. And then I think what we'll do next is basically just share the game and go into more of the nodes. So let's do it. Alright, so we're in the game, we are loading up. In Europe, you probably saw a glimpse of my character for a second. And we talked about the nodes, and again guys, it's going to be 2 weeks. Or you're going to lose your rewards. So check it out, delegate your nodes, set up a pool if that's what you want to do. I'd like to at some point, but this is, I don't trust the speed of the internet I have right now, but once we get the fiber, it's on. The next thing really is I gotta find that daggone Terra tunnel so I can get to practicing, because you can equip most of the weapons in the game. I think pistols you can't do, and one of the others is not ready, what, the meat grinder. So that's not available just yet. But the reason you want to get used to your weapons, whether or not you're using your jetpack, is you're gonna have to battle monsters, which is going to happen in the next upgrade, yo. Yeah, let's do it. So I have yet to find one of these target ranges, so if anybody wants to drop a video of like, hey, this is where I'm at and this is how I get to the range, that'd be dope. Otherwise, I'll figure it out and do one for you, gang. That's the plan. But yeah, you want to get ready, you need to practice, because you're going to be fighting monsters in no time. Now, the other thing is, let's go ahead and plug in my controller here, because Crafty can walk and talk. Or can I? Alright, the next thing that's going on is the land grab. And so you want to do the research if you have plots. And if I was thinking, I would have loaded up in Solace 1, 2, or 3. Because you really want to get into Discovery again and figuring out the plots you like so you can favorite them. And when it's ready, maybe in a month or so, maybe not, but it's coming. You know, you want to be prepared so you can make that run. You know, I basically, the 2 best land plots I have are a couple of legendary smalls. You know, they the smallest, but you know what? I'm second in line. The mythics go first, legendary second, and so on and so on. So there's so many plots, you're going to obviously get a spot. And with the jetpack and other ways that you'll be able to get around and load up and stuff, it's really not going to be that big of a deal. Basically, any place you can drop a plot is going to be a good plot. But, you know, in running around the game, everybody's found nice little spots. It's like whether it's secluded or, you know, really close to resources like, you know, mining, lumber, and eventually fishing. Come on, man, let's get that fishing. Look at me just taking a shortcut. Anyway, I'm ready to get that land. And so I want to go favorite the properties. Where's this going to? Solace? Can we make it? Why not? I had a whole bunch of maps and shit of where I wanted to go, and earmark little notes of here's the location, here's Solace 1, 2, or 3, here's the resources it's close to. I feel like I'm going to have to do a big do-over. Just catching a little ride, gang. You know, it's still important to make sure you get on and off the big ships when you're catching a ride, because otherwise you're going to catch a free ride back to where you were coming from. Yeah, so we're going to find our properties, guys. That's what we want to do, look around and stuff like that. And soon, either at the same time or soon after, they're going to have the apartment sales. So you're going to finally get your little pad that you can purchase, get the NFT, and start decorating. So you're going to be able to basically get into your property. And it's basically taking, how many times can I say basically? Damn. It's taking place of the 2 trees and a hammer. So you're going to have your own apartment, which makes sense because, I mean, you can certainly hook that up probably later, but you want to live in an apartment, right? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the land. You know, I've been talking about it. I should probably jump over to the Jpeg store and see what they're going for, because there are probably deals. And not financial advice or really gaming advice. You figure out what's a deal for you. And for me, it's like, you know, if I get a property that is a rare for the mint price of that size, I think that's a pretty good deal. You know, anything lower, even better. Anyway, that's going to happen soon, and I am ready for it. Let me make sure I can get off here. I feel like every time this game is updated, the graphics are just more dope. So there it is, Dome Life. You can see where we're going, and for every place, you know, like Solus, it's basically going to be a hub with 3 different versions: Solus 1, 2, 3, Fortune 1, 2, 3, Esperanza 1, 2, 3. They're probably going to do at least 7 more. I mean, that was the initial / current. I think the initial was 12, but anyway, I think they're going to do 7 more, and it's going to probably be the same setup where it's each one of them is a hub where you start. And I don't know why I'm crawling. I need to figure that out. Get out of there, buddy. But anyway, I think it's going to be, you know, a hub for 3 different areas, 1, 2, 3, of wherever you happen to be. In this case, we're in Solus. In case you needed to know what time the train is going to get there, there you go. One of the new things I like about the game controller changes is it doesn't, don't have to hit a separate button for turbo, right? You just use the stick and you can have your dude already running. You can also click up on your directional button and he'll just run like that all day until you stop it. So those are the few upgrades. Let's stop. You can see as I run around. This is where you can grab a device. I already have one. We'll go to Solus 3, yeah. You can see how to get there. You can see what it looks like. If you zoom in, you can see what the towns are and where they're located. Take a peek. Anybody down there? I have the game volume turned way down, but yo, check this timing out. It's like my dude just likes to take a seat, guys. What can I say? Whew, it's a long ride. It's like it's real time or something. Oops. See, that's an example, guys. I missed my ride.